Welcome everybody to Stock Market Jimmy. How you guys been? It's been a while since I made a video. For those of you that support my Stock Market new channel, I thank you. You guys know that I don't always just make a video when I'm showing opportunities or when I'm showing my videos. It's usually when I want to show you how the market is doing in any opportunities I'm buying or selling. Now today's video is going to be very important because today is about an opportunity where we're going to be looking out on a couple stocks. Okay, so there has been some downward trends on some of these stocks, and it's an opportunity for some of you guys to get in depending on the outcome in the next couple days. That's why I'm making the video today, to give you the time to look for this to happen. If you see that it happens, make your move accordingly. Okay, so basically what I want to show you and talk to you about is you have a couple stocks that are going to be having a quarterly report. So one of them is this Honest Company. Okay, they do diaper products or baby products. They also do some skincare for the baby, and they do skincare for women as well. I would really like to see this company here get into cosmetics more for women. They do have it, but I'm looking for them to become more of like a bigger product, where they really are pushing women's makeup across the world. Something like Elf Beauty. I would love to see Honest Company to do that. I think that they need to push the cosmetic business more than they are. They're focusing, in my opinion, they are focusing too much as the baby company. So, which is fine, but I think there's more money in the other way. Okay, hold on one second. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. I just got back from Las Vegas. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this stock. It's at $3.36, as you guys can see. And if I click on it, let's take a quick look at the last 6 months. So there's your 6-month chart right here. Let me go ahead and zoom this out just a little bit so you can get a better look at that chart. Okay, so in the last 6 months, this company has went from realistically, it hit a high of $5.51, and then it came all the way from $5.51 to $3.36. So you're talking about a huge drop on a stock over the last 6 months. It's 32% down, $1.58. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to benefit from this by being the one that can get this $1.58 upward. What I like about it, it's a very low cost stock, and you could really do well if it has a good quarter report. So that's what we're going to watch for. The quarter report is on November 5th. They typically do the report at the end of the day. So what's going to happen most likely is you're either going to see this thing crash in the evening of the 5th and aftermarket, and you're going to see it crash in the pre-market. So if that's the case, you would either short it or hold until it finishes crashing, and then buy it at the absolute lowest price. It will come back. Now, you hope it will, right? So now, if the stock has a good quarter report, it's really going to push this thing back up to the $4 or $5, probably the I would say around $4.50 to $5. It could even go up to $5.50. So you could make $2. It could get the entire 6-month loss back, plus go up. So that would be huge for us. Okay. So now I personally don't own this stock right now. I always have done a really good job on selling this stock. If I do see the stock start to go down a little bit, my stop loss kicks in. So I'm always protected. So I am going to be making courses for you guys that will help you improve as a swing trader. I'm also making a morning show where every morning I'm going to go over the stock market, talk about all the news, and hopefully you'll join me for that morning show. It will be a better production show. You'll be able to see my face talking, and you'll also be able to see the big screen of the charts behind and all the news articles that we're going to go over. So join me every morning. I probably will be doing that around 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning, and I could end up doing it as a live show. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. You understand the plan for the Honest Company. Let's move on. Okay, the next one up that we would want to pay attention to is Novo Nordisk. Novo Nordisk, right here. It has been up and down for the last, I would probably say the last month. Look at this. Okay, well, that's just down. Yeah, this is a better indicator of what it's been going through. Okay, so this is a better indicator. So you've got a $49 stock right now. In the last 6 months, it was coming back. It hit $81. And then when it was here at 71, it had its earnings report, and they said to everybody that they're going to lower what they're expecting, and it crashed it all the way to 48. It hit as low as 44 at one point, and then it is where it is today at 49. So I think that this is an amazing buying opportunity. They do have some things going on, like Pfizer just filed 2 lawsuits against them. I don't know if Pfizer has a case or not. I don't think that Novo would do anything that their attorneys did not give them authorization to do. So it's probably just a pissing contest, to be honest with you. So, but here's all we care about right now. We're going to look at the month. So what we're looking for is we're looking for this stock to get back about at least to $55 for us to have a successful trade. So we're not really asking for a lot. In the last 5 days, we hit 52. So, and that's just in the last 5 days. The last month, there's your 55. Okay, it got even higher. It went to 59 in the last 30 days. So we have an opportunity on a stock that could give us about $7 to $8 a share. Now, for those of you that want to hold this stock, you might be able to really do well with it long term over the next year or two, up to 3 years. It's very possible that this stock will return to $100 per share. I mean, this stock in the past, guys, if we look at a 1 year, okay, in the last year, the most it was spent up in a year was 109. So you're talking about a full 1x on your money in the next year. It's very possible that that will happen. Okay, now, what do we want to do right now? If you buy this stock right now, you are gambling because you have a quarterly report coming up on the 5th of November. Now, here's the thing. This company has consistently been going through problem after problem after problem. And if this quarterly report is bad, this stock could literally see $39. So I don't want you to go in now. Now, what that means, though, okay, unless you're a huge gambler, okay, because here's the positive of going in now. If you guess right, and that quarterly report surprises everybody, and they had a profitable quarter, this stock will literally go to $60 probably. It'll go to at least 57. So it works vice versa for you. Now, if you wait for the quarterly report, all of the people in the aftermarket and the pre-market the following day are going to push this thing up a lot. So what you're going to end up paying is a lot of money to get in. You're probably going to pay like $55. Maybe you get lucky and only pay 54 or 53. But if it was coming off of good news, you should be able to still manage to get $3 or $4 a share. That's, pretty realistic for you. If it had a really good report and you're really seeing it jump in the aftermarket and the pre-market. Okay? Now, if you have the ability to trade in the after hours or the pre hours, then you can jump in with those other people if you wanted to. All right. So we'll have to wait and see what happens to this one. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so our next one that we want to take a look at is Supermicro. Supermicro has a report on, I believe it's the 4th, which is tomorrow. Okay, so these, you guys got to be writing all these down. These are opportunities. You guys know that I don't make videos just for views. Okay, so Supermicro Computer is at $51.65, right? This is having a report tomorrow. Here's the last 5 days of the stock, so you guys can see that. Okay, that's the last 5 days. Push this over a little bit for you. Hold on. There you go. Okay, so you can see it's not crazy bad or anything like that. Let's look at the last month. Okay, so you could have gotten this cheaper at 48, at 47. Now, depending on the quarter report, it's same exact scenario. I don't really need to repeat how this is going to work. It's going to work no different than the last stocks that I told you about. When you're having a report, you want to be careful. So just pay attention to it and focus on those pre-markets and after markets, okay? And that will give you the indication when it opens up at 9:30 in the morning. You can jump in, or if it had a bad report, you could short it, okay? Okay, let's take a look at another one. Okay, so Mara is another one. Let's find Mara. There it is. It was hiding on me, guys. All right, so this one has had a lot of success in the last month. If you look at the month, well, I take that back. I take that back. Yeah, it did have a lot of success in the last month. It hit $22. That's success. And now it's at 18. Let's see 6 months. Yeah, this is what I was trying to find right here for you. This thing has been on the rise. Okay, see, there's that FU finger. That FU finger always concerns me, man. That always concerns me. So if you look at the last year, we're down here. So it's okay. 6 months. I really like this stock around the $15 range, $15.50 range. That would probably be what I prefer. $14.86 would be a really good price right here, where this is right here, guys. That would be a really good price. I don't know if you're going to see that right now, but you might if the quarter report is bad. So let me tell you, the quarter report is tomorrow. So pay attention to that one. All right, now here's a couple other ones that do not have a quarter report that have some serious downward trend to them, and that is Chipotle. Chipotle restaurant, Mexican restaurant. They're really, really, really struggling. Just completely dropping. It went from 39 to 31 overnight. Probably their quarter report. I really don't know, but it probably was. And yeah, you have that big type of dip. That's a quarter report right there. So that's why I'm trying to warn you guys. You don't want to ever own a stock in a quarter report. Ever. Unless you're just really long term with the company, which is not really how I trade. I usually make my money and get out. Okay, so just want to point that one out to you. So this would be a stock that, if they can turn it around, you should be able to do really well. You're talking about a stock that hit $66 in the last year. So you could make a 1x. I'm not saying that will happen. I'm just saying to keep an eye out. You might eventually make some money with that one. Or they could struggle and go out of business for all we know. Another one. Look at Google, guys. 282. I bought that at 157, and that was like 3 months ago. Okay. Oh, here it is. This one right here, guys. ENPH. This one is really low right now. So if we look at this trend, you're getting this guy at 29.87, right? That's pretty low, guys. That is really low. But it's just been on a downward spiral. But this is one of those ones that could give you 1 or 2x right here. It could get back to 60. Because if you have to understand, this is a solar company, and they really do their booming in the summers. So in the last 6 months, it was at $50. In the last year, it hit, I guess, 60, 68, 71. If I look at a 5-year, it was $336. So it's just getting crushed. I think this is a good stock to gamble with. I think it's a good one to gamble with. There's no quarterly report right now, so you don't have to worry about a quarter report. So I don't see any quarter report here showing up right now, guys, anytime. But you could Google when their quarter report is just to make sure. Okay? All right, so that's going to wrap it up, guys. So do me a favor and tune in and support this channel. I do want to say everything about a lot of these other stock channels that I see. One of the things that I've noticed a lot about these stock channels is they are all pretty much just YouTubers, man. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. They're making videos every single day, pushing you on stocks that are 5-year highs. It kind of seems that their agenda is just to make the monthly YouTube check and to promote stocks that they already own, that they bought 10 times lower than what they're telling you to buy now for. So I've even seen a lot of them where they'll tell you to buy stocks, and when you buy the stock, if the stock does bad, they act like they never gave you the advice to buy it. You know what I mean? So it's like they never talk about that stock again. They never talk about it again. They literally just move on to the other things, hoping you forgot about the money you lost. So a lot of the stocks, if we buy a stock that we are in and it starts doing bad, that's why I'm putting together some training videos for you guys to teach you to set certain stop losses and how to be successful in the swing trades. Okay, we want to do it where we're always protected. We're never going to be psychics, but we just try to do the best that we can. We do really do well, and we're very patient, is what I teach. Okay, I always say on the opposite. I always tell you, look for every reason not to buy. So if you're that type of person where you're like, I'll wait, things could go lower. Okay, I'll wait. Well, you're not making money, but you're always safe. And then when the opportunities really do happen, guess what? You're the one that's getting the 1x. Sometimes you could just think about it. You could be really safe where you only make one move a year and go all in on a stock when these stocks hit the rock bottom. And when they go up, you double your money. And you've made what most people dream of making for that year, and they're trading all the time. And what's happening to them? They're getting stuck because they don't have enough money in their portfolio, or they're overbuying a particular stock every time it dips. So there's a lot of things that you'll learn in the training when I offer it. Okay, and I'm going to have a Discord, so we'll have the Discord for the members that support the channel. Right now, I got to focus, guys, on getting me to 500 subscribers. So I appreciate it if you guys could help me if you haven't subscribed, okay? So look out for my morning show. I'm doing some updates in the YouTube studio that I built, And I am looking forward to really giving you a good show where I will be talking to you face to face in the camera. Thanks, guys, so much. Make it a wonderful day. Good luck. Let's hope that we have an opportunity. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be ready with my finger on the trigger. Let's just hope that we can make some money. Thanks, guys.